Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this October the 21st, 2023. I hope everybody had a great Monday out there. So far, everybody has a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because that's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about the tropics, and also we're going to be talking about Tropical Storm Oscar down in the Cuba area and also the Bahamas. Also, we're going to take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map. Also, take a look at the tropical weather page where Oscar is. And also, we're going to take a look at the drought monitor as well across the United States, as most of the United States is under some kind of drought. So, we'll take a look at that toward the end of the video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also, like the video, share the video, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see here is Oscar. Oscar's not very defined as it was. Still got a lot of convection around this, some of the center of the storm. We'll be taking a look at that in just a minute. We have a system here in the north central tropical Atlantic, continue to push on off to the northeast. You see these tropical waves down here in the MDR region here. We're going to have to watch these here. Possible, there could be something development later on down the road in the Caribbean Sea. So something we're going to continue to monitor, but this wave right here, what I'm circling with my mouse, this is the one we're going to have to watch as it moves into the Caribbean Sea, because something could be brewing later on down the road. We have more little tropical waves behind it, so we're going to continue to monitor this and see what happens with that. Also, there goes the remnants of Nadine moving on off into the eastern Pacific. Should become a tropical storm in that region. As you can see, we have a high pressure ridge located over the eastern United States. We got a little low pressure system trying to spin up over here in the Kansas and South Dakota region. That will continue to push on off into Canada, dragging a cold front to the east later on down the road there. So get ready for that, folks. Alright, so that's pretty much the tropical satellite imagery for the Atlantic Basin, the Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico. And you can see the Gulf of Mexico is all quiet as well. Alright, let's move on over to the tropical storm Oscar. Here is Oscar here. Like I say, it has lost its hurricane status because it moved over the mountainous terrain of Cuba and kind of shredded it apart, as most of the activity is well to the north and east of the center. Alright, let's take a look at the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center. As you can see, here is the tropical storm force wind field in yellow, and we have tropical storm warnings in the blue along the Cuba coast, also the southern Bahamas as well. And there goes tropical storm Oscar, and it should be located up here just west of Bermuda by 2 p.m. Would not be surprised to see Bermuda may get a tropical storm watch later on down the road. Alright, if you're tracking Oscar at home, it's located near latitude 21.0 north, longitude 76.1 west. Maximum sustained winds near 40 miles an hour with higher gusts, moving us to the north-northwest at 7 miles an hour. Classified as a tropical storm with winds of 39 to 73 miles an hour. Alright, now here is the tropical spaghetti-o model. You can see here's the current position of the storm located over Cuba. Moves through the Bahamas, and then it races on off to the northeast and heads on to the North Atlantic, where it will die out by that time. And let's take a look at the intensity guidance of this system. Alright, you can see we got 35 knot winds equal to 45 miles per hour. There is keeps the tropical storm status, and then it just kind of fizzled it out about 132 hours out. One wants to keep it to 156, but the rest of them tries to fizzle it out around 132 hours out. So Oscar shouldn't be too much longer before we can say goodbye to Oscar. Alright, let's take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, you can see here the tropical storm warning down in the Atlantic, also down toward the portion of Cuba and also the Bahamas. Also, we had that small craft advisory from areas of the Outer Banks of North Carolina, then again from South Carolina to the Florida Keys, and then the west coast of Florida, a little bit across southeast Texas, then again from California all the way to Washington State. We have some freeze warnings and also a portion of Washington State. We have one county with a let's see, flood warning there. Flood watch in effect for one county in Oregon. Frost advisory over a couple counties in California. Wind advisory here in areas of Montana. We have some high wind warnings over southeastern areas of Wyoming, western Colorado, a couple counties there with some freeze warning. And also we have a severe thunderstorm watch for portions of Kansas and Oklahoma. We got one severe thunderstorm warning only in Kansas. Air quality alerts over here in portions of Indiana, and some flood watches across northeastern Florida. Hawaii and Chain Island looks good. We got small craft advisory, gale warning around the Alaska area. Plus we have high wind warnings there as well. Also some flood watches, coastal flood warnings, wind advisories, winter storm warning, winter weather advisories, and for central and northern Alaska. Alright, the tropical weather page. We just only got Oscar, nothing else right now. For the tropics, here is Oscar over Cuba. We'll race on off through Bermuda, the Bahamas, and off into Bermuda. So that's everything else, but nothing else is occurring in the tropical Atlantic after Oscar. But something we'll continue to monitor, as those waves I was talking about that was down here could move into the Caribbean and become something later on down the road. Alright, here is the current drought monitor across the lower 48. You can see here we got some dry conditions and also some moderate drought in portion of the northeast. We have some exceptional drought over portion of Ohio and also in the West Virginia. Also we have some dry conditions starting to develop in South Carolina. We got pretty much the remainder of the United States. Got a lot of from the central, from the Ohio Valley down to the Tennessee River Valley, south, west, western U.S. got moderate, severe, and extreme droughts in portions of the area. So would not be surprised to see this here. If we don't get much rainfall over the United States, would not be surprised to see a good chunk of the United States go up under a severe drought, maybe even an exceptional drought in some portions of the United States. Would not be surprised to see that as well coming up maybe in the next couple months. So if we don't get much rain here in the United States, we may be going into a pretty big drought across much of the country. So just want to give everybody a heads up, just in case if thing goes the opposite direction. And in fact, it may be the way it's looking right now. Just want to give everybody a heads up. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos, consider subscribing. Also, we'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take care.